I've seen lots of people talk about how to invest and what they think will happen in the future. But I rarely hear people talk about their opinion on investing as a whole. So today I decided to give you my thoughts on is investing really gambling? What my thoughts are on buying options and my thoughts are on buying bonds. But before we get started with this video, remember that I ain't a professional. So now roll the intro. I've seen lots and lots of people say that investing is like gambling. They say that investing is like putting money into a slot machine. But if you say that, I heavily disagree. Unless you're putting your life savings on call options on a company that just got found for fraud, you're probably gonna be fine. If you invest in blue chip stocks like Apple with a plan, then you most likely won't lose any money if you are holding it for the longer term. And if you feel that Apple is too dangerous, then you can just put money into the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is basically the 500 largest and most profitable companies there are. It's basically putting a little bit of money into the 500 largest companies. And to show you how good investing into the S&P 500 is, let's say you decided to put $5 every single day into the S&P 500 for 50 years. How much do you think you would have every decade? After 10 years of investing, you would have $33,202.66. Not a lot because it's been 10 years. But in 20 years, you will have $131,940.40. After 30 years, $425,565.77. In 4D, almost $1.3 million. And this is where the numbers start getting a lot larger. After 50 years, since 1971, you would have $3,895,401.41. And I know someone in the comment section will say, why am I spending so much time talking about the S&P 500? Well, the reason is because the average Joe could do this. The average Joe could turn $91,250 into almost $3.9 million. The average Joe could do this with $5 a day and 1 minute of their time. And I personally think that this is a great way to save for retirement. Like, seriously. And in the S&P 500, they boot out companies that are doing bad and put in new ones. And I don't know who would call that gambling. If you do a couple of hours of research to find the right thing to invest your money, you will become a millionaire. You will, unless you're like 80 right now. And the S&P 500 isn't the only one. There's also another one called the Pioneer Fund. If you just put $5 every single day, then since 1971, you would have made yourself $5.8 million. Since 1928, when it was created, the average rate of return has been 11.88%. And that's very impressive. And I know a lot of people have a vision that if you want to be a good investor, you need a ET to monitors and a big brain, but you really don't. All you need is just $5 and 1 minute of your day. And also a working computer and internet, but since you're watching this video, I think you already have that. I know that someone else in the comment will say, on a good day, you can make a lot of money, but on a bad day, you can lose every penny. Well, whoever that is, you basically just said, on a good day, you make a lot of money. But on a bad day, 500 of the world's largest companies suddenly go bankrupt out of nowhere. The reason I say suddenly is because I'm 90% sure you would have sold all your shares when you realized that something so bad was happening that 5 or 100 of the biggest companies could possibly go bankrupt. Like, that would be very bad for the US economy. So, the point that I was trying to tell you for the past couple of minutes is investing is not gambling. Unless you're a dummy that does no research on where to put their money. But I just told you a couple good places to put your money, so you're fine. Okay, we got that out of the way. So, what is my opinion on options? Options are way more risky than investing, and I personally wouldn't even call it investing because of what it is. You basically bet money that a stock will either go up or down. Normally, if you buy a share of a company and it's down, you wouldn't have to worry because in a couple years' time, it would most likely recover. But you don't have time because the ones that you can make the most amount of money will expire in just a couple of weeks. So, it's quite dangerous. It's usually pretty obvious if you could predict if a stock could go up or down. But in options, if you're wrong, you could actually lose every penny. So remember the golden rule of investing. Only put money that you're willing to lose. Options are a way to make money, but I would not personally recommend them unless you don't care about losing some money. Or you just want to see how much you can make from $5. So now we covered if investing is really gambling, what my thoughts are on options, but we haven't looked at buying bonds. Buying bonds. It's really, really safe. They're not like the S&P 500 where you get a lot of interest. You only get 2 to 3%, but it's guaranteed money after a certain time frame. But still, that's really good. So let me give you an example of this. Let's say you put $100,000 into a bond. If you look at the average interest, then after 30 years, you will have $196,399.21. Not as much as investing, but it's definitely a very safe place to put your money. The interest rate is 2.25%, which is about how much money inflates every single year. That might sound bad because you're not making any money, but compared to a bank, you're living the high life. The interest rate on bonds are not very good, but I think they're a great option when you don't have any stocks, real estate, or stuff like that. And I also think they're a great investment if you want a really safe place to put your money. And you just don't care about the time it takes for you to take out that money. Though I would say there are much better places to put your money in, they're definitely a much better investment choice than a bank. Really? Yeah. It's not a very good idea to put all of your money inside of a bank. But anyways, that's the end of this video. What are your thoughts on investing in general? Well, don't forget to put that down below in the comment section because I'll try my best to read every single comment. Also, did you drop a like? Because it'll really help out the YouTube algorithm. If you did, then thank you so much. But anyways, let's not waste any more time on this outro, so bye.